From the founding fathers to Zoomers on TikTok and college campuses, debate has always been a national pastime, equal only to baseball, fast food, and GoFundMe healthcare. Civilized discourse, it's what makes this country so great, or so I'm told.
I live like a capitalist every single day.
You're going to take a seat over here?
Oh my God.
It's the cornerstone of democracy, intellectual growth, and possibly intellectual decline.
With the COVID, with dealing with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
So in the spirit of debate, I'd like to present a bold hypothesis, one that may offend some, intrigue others, and hopefully contribute meaningfully to the ongoing discourse of contemporary stand-up comedy. Over the next several minutes, I'm going to attempt to support this claim through a series of qualitative observations, empirical data points, and entirely subjective opinions presented as fact. So please, before rushing to the comments section to cite your own peer-reviewed resources, just hear me out. Natalie Cuomo is the female Brendan Schaub.
What's up, Dallas?
I do want to have a kid. I do. It's just I can't even sit through dinner with a butt plug in. I will tell you one thing: you're not naming my butt plug. I do think my dog learned how to chew a bone from watching me suck. Like, is that where I put my butt plug?
Now, when I say Natalie Cuomo is the female Brendan Schaub, I don't mean that as an insult. Or perhaps I do, but purely in an academic sense. What I really mean is that both comedians have constructed performative identities that rely heavily on confidence, image, and self-branding, often at the expense of what researchers in the field might refer to as joke density.
First one, real tattoo I got was a football with a crown on it because I won freshman of the year, my first year in college.
When did your tattoo journey begin?
I started giving them to myself when I was 16.
Now I've run the numbers on her stand-up special, analyzing over 100 individual jokes, and the results are enlightening. Before we continue, I want to clarify, this isn't an indictment against all female comics or even a general claim that women aren't funny. This is a very specific claim that Natalie Cuomo isn't funny. So with that in mind, let's take a look.
I feel like you can tell a lot about a relationship by the proposal, right? I should have known it wasn't going to work out with my ex by the way he proposed. He did propose to me in the middle of crazy sex, okay? We were in my mom's basement. I was tied to a massage table, and the safe word was yes.
Much like the Gringa Mami, Natalie bet on herself, produced her own special, and released it directly to YouTube. Natalie Cuomo, Shut Up, You Loved It, full special. Right out the gate, I'm noticing the new liberal use of the word special. Once upon a time, a comedy special meant you'd earned the trust of a major network, survived focus groups, or at least torture-tested material on the road, and at least one executive had to have pretended to laugh at your jokes. But now the word special has been fully democratized. It doesn't mean your comedy is exceptional. It just means your upload button worked, and the barrier to entry is no longer talent or timing, it's broadband speed. Don't get me wrong, I respect the DIY spirit, but if you make a video, no network wants to buy it, so you upload it to YouTube yourself, that's not a special, that's a PowerPoint with a laugh track. Trust me, I know. And it's shocking no streaming service picked this up, considering its nearly 50% like to dislike ratio and jokes so bad a person in the audience actually walks out mid-show. Even Quibi took a pass, which is disappointing knowing that it would have cut this down to less than 10 minutes. When I say Natalie Cuomo is the female Brendan Schaub, I don't mean they're identical as comics. I don't even mean they're on the same level of quality or the barrier of entry to stand-up was similar. I mean they both represent the same new breed of comedian, one that mistakes branding for identity and confidence for craft. Essentially, Natalie just isn't funny. She's the type of person that thinks sex and tattoos are a personality. Like Dave Navarro with a vagina, except with no talent and, let's be honest, less sex appeal. Yeah, he's a beautiful man. Both Brendan and Natalie built their acts around image rather than insight. Schaub's persona, that of a hypermasculine ex-fighter turned podcaster, delivering punchlines with the same precision he once delivered punches in the octagon, while Cuomo is a hypersexual tattooed hot girl confessional.
You have no idea how much head I gave my ex.
Different aesthetics, same concept, an unwavering confidence that the audience should be impressed simply because they're speaking into a microphone. Most of Natalie's jokes rely on one of three themes: being hot, sex, or tattoos. Remove any of these and the set collapses like Natalie herself when being heckled.
It's the last show of my fucking weekend. It's a sold-out show, and you want to say mean shit to me.
Is that nice?
More on that later. Now I know that sounds like an easy claim to throw around, like it's just me being mean on the internet. But before some white knight with a Joker profile picture jumps into defend Milady's honor, let me assure you, I'm just autistic enough to do the math. So one night, I popped a couple Tylenol, cracked open Excel, and got to work like a man possessed by the spirit of an unpaid data analyst. The special contains somewhere between 115 and 125 distinct jokes, depending on how generously you define joke. Of those, 43% revolve around sex acts, masturbation, or butt plugs.
I seriously will never forget that teacher, okay? She didn't want me to masturbate in class, and now I think about her every time I do.
About 17% focus on dating men who are either unattractive, insecure, or own skateboards. Because for some reason, Natalie thinks adult men having hobbies is a bad thing.
What happened to your hand?
I fell skateboarding.
You felt... You're an adult skateboarder?
And then another 9% center on boring stories about tattoos.
I have a lot of tattoos. Anyone here have tattoos? Fuck yeah.
That leaves a grand total of 31% that falls into the other category. Other being the scientific term meaning literally anything that isn't about being hot, having sex, or tattoos.
My dog, he's a rescue dog, so I'm just like Joe Biden.
In other words, only about 10 minutes of her 30-minute special isn't about herself, her body, or someone inside it. Now I'm gonna be upfront, this special's a rough watch. Luckily, from time to time, Natalie gives us a break to regain our composure before heading into another bit. She also breaks up her material with a little bit of crowd work.
What did he say to you to make you go out with an adult skateboarder as an attractive woman in New York City? No. You know what it is? This is what we do. We go for ugly guys. That's what we do.
Calling your fans ugly. Smart move. Earlier this year, Natalie deployed her go-to crowd work routine, the "you two guys are gay together" bit.
You guys are an adorable pair, I'll tell you that much.
And in a stunning act of irony, the crowd decided to not participate in their assigned roles.
So is our first time hanging out outside of the office?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love it! Okay, wait, what made you want to ask him?
Why are you making it sound like we're a couple?
Oh my god, don't get scared.
It's not my fault. I got material.
What? Oh, it's not that, wow, it's not that, wow, look at you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm no stand-up comic, but I do understand the difference between a heckler and an audience member who simply responds when spoken to. That's not heckling, that's basic conversation.
You didn't go anywhere? What about you, my man? Honeymoon, nice. You guys just got married? Congratulations. There you go. How long have you been together?
5 years.
5 years, nice.
Let me explain what I mean. When a comedian initiates crowd work, they open up a two-way channel, an unspoken social contract that says, I'm gonna fuck with you, you get to respond back.
That's why I tell racist jokes so niggas don't come. Man, come on stage.
When that contract wasn't honored on Natalie's terms, things took a turn.
It's not that, wow, look at you.
Yeah.
I could leave right now if I wanted.
I can roast you too. You can't just roast all of us and get nothing.
She began losing the audience, and the person she was talking to eventually went for the classic, I can do your job better move.
So you were afraid because you felt like I was saying you're gay.
I can take the mic if you want.
Which, statistically speaking, may not be an inaccurate statement since the data shows she's not funny. From there, she experienced what Bryson, our lead researcher at the Trillmar Institute for Comedic Studies, refers to as an epic crash out.
Yeah, I have plenty of material that's embarrassing for you. I will say this, it is such a hard time in this world right now.
What is she talking about? Is she talking about Palestine right now?
And fucking amazing, and you're putting no, fucking look me in the eyes. You're putting negative fucking energy out here. Look me in the fucking eyes. It's the last show of my fucking weekend. It's a sold out show, and you want to say mean shit to me, okay? So don't fucking do that.
Yeah, Natalie really sucks dick. And I don't mean that in a chauvinistic way, I mean that in a data-supported, peer-reviewed sense. It's practically her entire act.
You have no idea how much head I give my ex. I think the worst part about like being engaged to someone and breaking up is really the wasted blowjobs. I gave him so much head. Not only did I fucking waste the blowjobs, but I wasted the calories. There should be rollover blowjobs in relationships like there are rollover minutes with T-Mobile.
If there's a setup, it's about sex. If there's a punchline, it's about sex. If there's a pause, she's probably catching her breath after mentioning sex. Or more specifically, her butt plug.
I can't even sit through dinner with a butt plug in. I will tell you one thing, you're not naming my butt plug. Like, is that where I put my butt plug?
Now I get it, sexual humor can work.
Oh shit! What's up, brother?
Yeah, classic. But at a certain point, it stops being edgy and becomes hack. There's no misdirection, no escalation, just kind of a rhythmic recitation of I'm hot, I fuck, and sometimes I'm anxious about it.
But the one time we had sex, you guys will never guess what happened, okay? The condom broke.
Yeah, who could have seen that coming? The concept of misdirection, the art of guiding an audience toward one expectation before abruptly swerving to another, is foundational to comedy.
You can still have your baby delivered, leave it outside any fire station in the country, they will run it over for you.
It's one of the few techniques that reliably separates professional comedians from people who just quote Adam Sandler movies.
That's assault, brother.
Oh, that's assault, brother.
And I was like,
That's assault, brother. No, that's assault, brother.
It is.
If you've ever told a knock-knock joke, congratulations. You've accidentally engaged in the same psychological manipulation used by stand-up legends and podcasters trying to sell brain pills.
How do I keep my brain up to...
Dude, you need alpha brain. Joe Rogan says it helps him form sentences better when he takes his stuff. Take a little pill, pill that talks, I'm talking about alpha brain.
Get me in the flow state?
World-renowned nootropic.
Natalie uses the exact opposite of misdirection. She masterfully crafts a setup, creating an expectation for a punchline, and then, like clockwork, says exactly what you're expecting to hear. For anyone not paying attention, this isn't a joke. This is just telling a story, and it's very similar to another comedian.
Oh, you should be able to stories, brother.
Let me tell you what it's like to have a dog that takes Xanax, okay? Like,
Oh, God,
I try
please
to take
don't.
him for a walk. He just looks at me. He's like, nah, bro. I do think my dog learned how to chew a bone from watching me suck dick.
Yeah, and this joke actually got a person to leave.
I walked someone. Okay, I'm sorry.
This is usually a good sign that you should keep working on your material, not post it to YouTube and call it a special.
Do you live in New York? Are you visiting?
Oh God, more crowd work. We're 29 minutes in and the tank's empty. She's trying to coast to the finish on audience participation. How's she gonna bring this home? Small talk?
Yeah, I don't really drink that much anymore.
Okay, we're back on track now.
It was in college? What?
More crowd work. God damn it, I'm gonna need you to lock in and wrap this thing up. We're almost to the closer, the grand finale, the moment every comic builds toward.
The last time I got really drunk, I blacked out. Like, I blacked out so fucking hard, and I went home with this guy. I woke up, he was in my bed, and I had no idea if we'd had sex the night before until I farted and cum came out. All right, you guys, I'm Natalie Cuomo. Thank you so much!
From a structural standpoint, a closer functions as a summation of a comic's thesis, the culmination of their worldview in joke form. In Shut Up, You Loved It, that summation isn't wit, irony, or reflection, it's a cum joke. And in the case of Natalie's special, it's the comedic equivalent of crossing the finish line because you ran out of track, not because you won the race. The closers should make you rethink everything that came before it. Here, it just confirms it. It's like watching a magician pull the same cum-soaked towel out of a hat for the 5th time and still expecting applause. Which in a way is poetic, because Brendan's special not only ended with boisterous thank you and applause, but also with the quiet realization that confidence has an expiration date. It was received so poorly he quit stand-up comedy altogether, arguably the best thing he's ever done for his audience.
I can't do it anymore. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm freaking tired. I've been hustling for over 12 years now. Not that I'm gonna stop doing the pods, but as far as the plane life and stuff like that, I gotta chill out.
And maybe Natalie should take notes, because the tragedy here isn't that she's bad, it's that she's certain she's not. While most comedians would retire their material after they put it out as a special and begin working on a new set, the sequel to their YouTube cinematic experience, Natalie persists, continuing to find a way to make the same bits land, as if confidence alone can brute force a laugh.
Like my mom, she hates my tattoos. She hates them. She hates my tattoos so much. Like she hates them, but she wants me to have a kid? That makes no sense.
It's tragic in a way. She's still trying to workshop her set, but at this point, the set's workshopping her. The only thing evolving is how funny it is she continues to think it's working, and in the end, she's not just telling jokes. She is one.
Natalie Cuomo is so unfunny, Lewis booked Kim. Thanks, fellas.